In Birmingham, my brothers, I was doing dawah table, yeah? This story is very interesting, ikhwa. That's why we should not look down on people, and even the people that you think are the worst, speak to them respectfully. Because why? We want people to be guided. We don't want people to be killed, attack people. I'm at the dawah table. A young lady approached me. She said to me, like, you know, she came from a Christianity background. She said, but she's agnostic. So I explained to her about God's existence, about Islam and so on. She said, you know what, never heard this explanation. It makes sense. I said, not because I said it, because that's what is Islam. Because the way when Allah creates us, He creates us with the tools that goes in line with Islam. So your tools, because it's still fresh, you want to use them in a correct manner, is clicking with the teaching of Islam. And as the nature of it, they're clicking. So what happened? Respect. Later. Anyway, so what happened? Later tell us. Yeah. Alright, anyway, so what happened? So we're speaking to her, yeah? I was speaking to her, explain to her Islam, it says, makes sense. I said, become Muslim. She said, I have one question. I said, what is it? She said, what do you think about LGBTQ? I said, okay, LGBTQ Islamically is forbidden. It's a major sin. It's prohibited. She said, okay, I'm a lesbian. She's a lesbian. Okay? So I said to her, look, I said, listen, sister, if someone, he feels he's full armless, he believes he has no arm, even though clearly has an arm, would you aid him to cut it off? She said, no. I said, what about someone cutting off everything? Because he feels it's something else. She said, yeah, it makes sense. So I said to her, okay. I said, Islam does not negate. Sometimes humans can have feelings. But doesn't mean because you have a feeling towards something, you have to fulfill it. How many people we heard in history had the feelings toward their mothers? So what is he going to say? Because I have the feelings, that's how I feel, let me fulfill it. No, you're going to say, no, fight it back. That's from the Satan, you understand? I said, you know what, it makes sense to me. I said, now there's a woman in Germany, she has the feelings, sexual feelings toward trees. Are we going to say, let's help her, support her? I said, no. I said, that's why. So as Islamically, if you believe it's haram, forbidden, even if you fall into that sin, it's a major sin, but it doesn't take you out for Islam. Then I said to her, don't sacrifice the eternity of paradise for the sake of fulfilling your desires for 2 hours or 2 years or 20 years. She said, you know what you said, it makes perfect sense. How can I become a Muslim?
Alhamdulillah.
Allahu Akbar. She took Shahada. Wallahi, and you see the video. She became Muslim. I said, look, sister, even the future, if you have the urge, try to fight it back. If you fall into that, it's a sin, but Tawbah is still open. I said, you know what? She was like, how can I become Muslim? I just want to become Muslim now. Because why? Clicking with her. And she's sincere. You understand? And that show us what? That what they claim is not true. It's not natural. And let me make you hear something which going to surprise you. Did you know there is a scientist in Australia? He says people are born as a pedophiles. Did you know that? I'm gonna make. There is a documentary called 60 Minutes. The commentary. Have you heard about it? It's a program, it's an Australian program. 60 Minutes, yeah. Watch this. So, because I'm gonna play on the mic for people to hear it. Okay. Here, for people to hear it.
You just learn how to manage.
For people to hear it, I will tell you.
Control how to not feel.
Oh, let me make you hear the main one. The main point about. So they come to these scientists who study people's brains, yeah?
Feeling begins in the womb. A person does not pick it, and despite every kind of treatment,
You're attracted to children in the first place.
all the evidence suggests that pedophilia begins in the womb. A person does not pick it, and despite
Research and investigations shows that pedophilia starts in the womb. So the baby is born as a pedophile. And you know, that's how it starts with LGBTQ in the beginning. Because in Britain, in the Western world...
One study that was totally unreliable. It's a retrospective and it's just...
No. My point here is...
That's what all those people who promote LGBT...
Of course.
They all rely on this study.
It's not true, Akhi. But my point here is that if they're going to say, no, we have to accept it, except these people are born as a pedophiles. He said that, and you remember I said, maybe 50 years, people will legalize pedophilia. A man, because why is pedophile? Only interested in children. In children, you understand? وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. So my point here is,
They have this in America already.
yeah, in America,
already,
the guy that was speaking to him is a village of pedophiles.
Yeah.
And they try to say someone has. So my point here is that as a Muslim, we have to understand that we have to study how to, with proofs from the Quran, with established, well-known, rational, logical proofs and scientific proofs. That is not what you claim. You understand? Alhamdulillah, that she was, mashallah, she was very happy, alhamdulillah. You know, that's what we do. Like last time I spoke to a lady, and I'm not sure if it's a woman or a man, because it was transgender. I can't remember if it's a man or woman. But I spoke to, I don't know, I spoke to the person. You understand? I don't know if usually a woman became a man or a man became a woman. The point I spoke to the person, I did attack. I explained about God's existence, that we should not follow our desires because we feel something. Same thing, you know, I'm going to think about it.
Yeah,
We don't have to force them.
This is it, exactly.
Alhamdulillah.
No compulsion.
We don't have to insult them,
Exactly.
fight them. No, alhamdulillah. The way they have their freedom to try to refute Islam and refute other religions by the law in this country, we have that freedom. So we utilize it in a good way.
Be respectful.
Yeah, respectfully speaking to them. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Because why? You want them to be guided.
This is da'wah.
You don't want them to go Jahannam. You want to go Jahannam, you want to be guided. That's our وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Mercy as a mankind. Wallahi, akhi, subhanallah, akhi. And you know what? I said to the brothers, why didn't you record it? It was 1 hour conversation. She was asking the questions that, you know, those questions is good to be recorded for the people out there to see how Islam deals with these issues. Alhamdulillah. May Allah accept it from us and may Allah make us sincere. Barakallahu feekum. حياكم الله أخوي.
Manchester.
Yeah, sorry, akhi. عفوا.
Manchester, inshallah. So which masjid is it?
مركز سلفي. مركز سلفي. أبو معاذ تقويم أسلم there.
Which part of Manchester?
I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of Libyans.
Cheetham Hill?
I don't know. What I know is what.
Yeah, I think there's a Salafi.
What I know, that part has the best chicken shop in England.
Philadelphia?
Well, I don't know the name.
Yeah, that's the one.
Akhi, they have a nice chicken.
Philadelphia.
Habibi, nice chicken burger, my brother.
Yeah,
I went to Cardiff. I went to Birmingham. I went to Bristol. I went to every place.
I think it's Cheetham Hill, because I live close to it, and in Philadelphia, that's the one that have the nice chicken.
You know, there's a Marcus Salafi there, Manchester.
I think there is, and next to it there's a Sunnah Masjid as well in it, right? Masjid al-Sunnah.
I don't know Masjid Sunnah. I know Marcus Salafi. That's it.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's what I know the brothers there. When I say I don't know, I know those brothers.
Yeah.
I can feel. Indeed, Allah is Akbar, no doubt about that. But you can shout at us. We Muslims, we know that, alhamdulillah. Wallahi. Because why I'm saying that?
Allah given me permission to rule the world.
مسجد دار السنة.
Allah given
تعرف
me
سوق شفربوش؟
to rule.
تعرف مطعم أبو زيد؟
ساكن قريب من شفر، يعني ساكن مسافة 5 دقائق بس.
أنا ساكن 5 دقائق من شفربوش معك.
يعني هو ساكن شفر بس تكنيكلي يعني.
أنت خذ رقمي إن شاء الله، أنا أرسل لك على المسجد.
اي نعم.
هو تعرف أبو زيد، مطعم أبو زيد؟
والله انا جديد هنا.
أنت إيش خلاص أنا أرسل لك المكان. أنت أرسل لي الواتساب مسج.
انا جيت اصلي العيد عندكم ما
صلينا في البارك احنا، ها نوري لك شوف 1000 people came.
اعتقد انت صليتوا برا مو صحيح؟
نعم في البارك صحيح. شوف هي
بالبارك برا عند
ايه
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. انا كان صوت الخطبه واصل
عندنا فوق ماكس ما صلي الجزائر.
الله يبارك فيك.
الحمد لله لك.